My name is Alyssa Huff, and I'll be sharing a glance at my life. People who have good hearts will always end up losing because we give more than we receive. Today in my speech, I'll be talking about my family, my hobbies and interests, and my future plans and goals. First, I'd like to start out with my family. We have me, born on August 6, 2002 in Escondido, California, and we have my dad, Todd Huff, who is a probation officer in the Riverside County, my mom, who's a nutritionist at the Temecula Valley Hospital, and my two siblings, my sister, who is 24, Kayla, and she's a CNA in Yucaipa, Riverside, and my younger brother, Colton, who is 17 and is a junior in high school. And I also have extended family that I'm very close with, and close family and friends, but I think that's good. And now, talking a little bit about my family, I'd like to move on to my hobbies and interests. I have two hobbies that I really do enjoy doing, but I do live a busy life, so sometimes I don't get the chance to enjoy it, but when I do, I love it. But the first one is reading. And I think a lot of people my age feel like reading is torturous because we were always, not forced, but always had to read a book in middle school, high school. But for me, if I find a good book that has a good story, I will sit down and read it. And that book for me is Looking for Alaska by John Green. I love the plot, the story, the scenery, and I've read it 5 times through fully, and I would do it again. A second hobby I have is surfing. I am not a pro surfer. I am not even close to standing on the surfboard on a wave really good, but you know, I love the challenge. I do believe that you have to be uncomfortable in life to move on, because if you're too comfortable, you're gonna get nowhere. And it's peaceful when you're out in the ocean, but also challenging. So those are a couple of my hobbies, and I would like to share 2 interests that I have. Number 1 is watching movies and shows. I would do that over reading any day, but sometimes you just have to choose watching a show. But I don't have a favorite movie. There's too many good ones out there to choose from, but my favorite genre of movies is musicals. I just love it. It's not boring. I don't fall asleep during musicals. But my favorite show is also New Girl. It's just a comedy and a drama, and who doesn't like a comedy and a drama? Another interest I enjoy is babysitting. For the past 8 years of my life, I have been a mentor to kids, younger kids, toddlers, and it's just really a passion. And it just being able to first help the parents out by watching their kids and them trusting me to watch for the kids, it's a huge blessing. And then hearing how the kids enjoy hanging out with me and want me to come back is also a blessing to hear, because I don't want them to hate me, and I always want to be a light to the kids' life. And now, moving on from my hobbies and interests, I'd like to share about my future goals. My future career goal for my life is to become a labor and delivery nurse. And then after that, becoming a traveling nurse with my practice. The reason why I chose nursing, I've always had the passion of helping people and helping others. And for the past 8 years, like I said, I've been babysitting, so I'm able to handle with the moms and the kids. And I feel like with labor and delivery nurse, you're handling with the mom and you're being a support system. And I hear stories about people not enjoying their nurse, or their nurse was just not enjoyable to have. And I really want to be that support system, and a nurse they would love to enjoy to have. But my number 1 goal in life is to be a light in people's life. I do believe in the gospel, and I would love to share that to everyone in this world. And I think it's a true blessing to be able to have that, and I can go to people and share that with them who need to hear it, and just be a light to them, because I believe love your enemies like yourself. If they don't want to hear it, at least you're telling them and not leaving it inside. So now I'd like to thank you for listening to a couple details about my life, my family, my hobbies, my interests, and my goals. And I'd like to leave with this. As believers, we have control about what we think and our perspective on life, but no one has more control over our attitude we have today than you.